Hey everyone, I'm Butter.
I'm Jen.
Let's cook something. That's gonna be the quickest intro ever. So, okay, I was in town and Jen, this is my little sister by the way. This is the one that yelled at me about the hand washing. Don't give me that look. What are we cooking?
Okay, so we're going to be making honey mustard chicken and we're going to be making mac and cheese. My mom's not a big fan of honey mustard. She doesn't like mustard in general, so we're also going to be making barbecue chicken in the same style. You can swap them out. It's not really very difficult.
Worth noting, usually when I do the show I'm cooking for 2, here we're cooking for 4, so just keep that in mind when you're comparing to other shows.
6 chicken breasts.
Chicken breast.
3 here, 3 are already laid out and it's kind of nasty, so just keep that bagged up until you're ready. And remember to wash your hands when handling the chicken, otherwise she's going to yell at everyone involved.
That's a fact.
1 cup Dijon mustard.
Dijon mustard?
Dijon is fancy.
Yes. Spicy mustard.
1 cup honey.
Honey?
1 cup barbecue sauce.
And we're also going to need a cup of barbecue sauce. Now that is for our chicken.
Alright.
We'll make the chicken first and then we'll make the mac and cheese.
What are we going to need for the mac and cheese, just so we get it out of the way? Guest ingredient,
Oh,
Hello.
that's interesting.
1 pound elbow pasta.
Elbow macaroni or elbow pasta.
1 pound sharp cheddar cheese.
You can use any kind of cheese you like. I prefer extra sharp, but I got sharp because I know that some people don't like extra sharp.
She also got it as a brick because she's fancy and will grate it on her own.
I find pre-grated or pre-shredded cheese is really dry.
This
Gives
is
you
true.
a really good workout
1 1/3 cups milk.
in the refrigerator.
3 tablespoons flour.
Also not pictured,
3 tablespoons butter.
butter. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is clean the chicken. You're going to want to cut off all of the fat, all of the veins, anything nasty.
Yeah, we've done this before, so. While she's working on preparing the meat itself, I'm going to get started on our honey mustard sauce, which we are going to make sort of kind of from scratch. So again, we're going to be doing a cup of each.
If you're going to be making this for a different number of people, just remember that for every 2 chicken breasts, you're going to need a half a cup of honey and a half a cup of mustard.
A cup is a lot. Jen, can you pass me a knife? Oh yeah, you're chicken hand. Never mind.
Well, I have my right hand is unshaved.
Yes, remember always meat hand and unmeat hand.
Or wash your hands.
That one without saying. Am I right, viewers? That's, yeah. And then we take that and just go boonk. And this time you look ahead of time at your honey and realize 16 ounce. Oh, that's by pound, not by volume. We're going to be measuring that out as well. Be aware of what bowl you're going to use. This is kind of, oh, it smells good though.
My non-chicken
Like-
hand.
Oh, thank you. That tastes good already.
Washing the hands. You could, in theory, use a fork or a whisker. That I always found a spoon easier because that was what I used to use at the time. So.
Like this. Don't give me that look. More than me.
This is not aluminum foil.
Was that saran wrap?
Yes. So I have a cookie sheet. I line it with aluminum foil to make it easier to clean. And I've put the wire rack thing. We're going to be doing this twice. We're going to be doing this once for the honey mustard and once for the barbecue. We're going to be keeping them on separate sheets. So we're going to be taking 4 pieces of chicken and putting them on our cooking sheet. Next, we're going to be taking about half of our honey and mustard mixture and drizzling it over the top of the chicken. That is not a spoon. It's clean. This is a teaspoon. Okay. I should know better. Now if you use slightly more or slightly less than half, that's fine.
Just looks like giving it an even coating.
Yes. Also make sure to get it on the sides of your chicken. Sometimes put the chicken in the oven and then pull it out and go, oh, there's no sauce on this particular side. Next, I'm going to put this aside and we're going to be doing the barbecue chicken. For the barbecue sauce, the procedure is significantly easier, touch easier, just because we don't have to make our own sauce. I'm just going to use pre-made barbecue sauce.
If you can make pre-made barbecue sauce, your own, not un-pre-made barbecue sauce, that would be superior if you're someone that does that, but you may also be someone that uses pre-made honey mustard, like this guy.
Now I assume that you're going to need approximately 1 cup for 2 chicken breasts, but I've never done barbecue sauce before, so don't quote me on that.
For that matter, there's probably other sauces you could use too. I don't know. Can you think of anything else off the top of your head that might be good with this? Or no, and you're mad at me for putting you on the spot.
I would say really any sauce that you can put chicken in. I mean, like teriyaki is the same principle.
Ooh, teriyaki would be good.
Any sauce that you can coat your chicken in, and then the cooking is going to be pretty much exactly the same. So the oven, you're going to preheat it to 350 degrees, conveniently already preheated.
She thinks ahead.
This is going to be baking for approximately 15 minutes. And next we're going to be making the mac and cheese. And since we've both touched chicken,
Washing the hands. We're too cheerful for this.
The first and most continuous thing that you're going to be doing, and this is where it's helpful to have a partner, is shredding the cheese.
Dutch angle.
The other thing that you should probably do ahead of time is get a pot of water boiling. The next thing that we are going to be doing is making a roux, which is going to be a mix of our flour and butter. I have
what? Look at you using fancy stuff.
A roux. I have my burner set to a relatively low heat.
It is fancy.
We're going to be using our 3 tablespoons of each. Oh god, this butter is melted over time. Do me a favor, when you edit this, can you show me putting the butter in before putting the flour in?
I will try. I mean, sure, I could do that.
It's on camera now. It's on camera, so you can't forget it.
I see why you like having people help you in the kitchen. Oh hey, this seems it's a lot better when it's done fresh, but it takes the whole time. Oh, assistant!
A few different things that I learned while living on my own. One is that fresh ingredients were often cheaper if you knew how to work with them, and the second was it was also cheaper to have a friend on hand to cook with you. So you know that your roux is going to be ready when it starts bubbling a little bit, when it starts getting relatively thick. You don't want to burn it, have that taste. I've had burned flour once, and you learn not to do it after that. After that, you're going to take your 1 cup, 1 1/3 cups I should say, of milk, and add it to your roux. And stir until it is well mixed. It shouldn't take long to incorporate your roux into the milk. And at this point, we are bubbling enough that I feel comfortable adding the pasta to our boiling water. Oh, well, this is convenient.
Want some cheese?
I do. Thank you. Cheese. Now I'm going to have my brother do the second and annoying part of menial labor.
Oh.
He's going to be stirring the pasta. So
that's not nearly so bad.
There are things with your cheese, you're going to want to add it gradually. You are not going to add it all at one point in time, or it will be very difficult to mix and melt in. And here is a stirring implementation for you.
I'm sorry, what was that word?
A stirring implementation.
Instrument?
Yes.
Look at me knowing words. It's an important part of the recipe.
Yes, the wonderful thing about this is that you can taste your ingredients ahead of time.
Except for the chicken.
I was going to say, I would not suggest doing so with chicken. Very loud.
Guess maybe not.
Good timing. After the 15 minutes are up, you're going to flip your chicken. As you can see, it is still uncooked in the underneath and in the middle.
So this would be a bad time to taste it?
Yes, we are not tasting at the moment. And add the rest of our sauce. Alright, after you have thoroughly coated each piece, if you have any left over, just kind of drizzle it on the pieces that you think could use a little extra.
Our pasta is finished at this point, so I've just moved it to another burner until we're ready for it. But if you want to get it in a strainer, that's fine as well. We just don't have the room in the sink at the moment.
I have finished resaucing our chicken, and that can go back in the oven for another 15 minutes. So next, we're going to be straining our pasta. After that, you can take your cheese off of the heat, and you can mix in your pasta. And while we're waiting for the chicken, I'm going to cover this so that we do not lose any of the heat.
Or any more pasta due to grazing.
Very good.
Go ahead and wash the dishes while we're waiting. By lifting the cheese off the plate. That's cool, Bart. That has any chicken on you? This is a long time to ask.
Insert cutaway to the hospital. Ooh!
Oh, lordy.
Now we can carefully remove our chicken from the oven.
So, again, right now we cooked a meal for 4 using 6 chicken breasts. You cook it on your own, I would do 2 or 3 and scale the sauces respectively, as well as with the pasta, which, oh my god, this looks so good. So, This has been Butter Cook Something with a...
Sit down.
So this has been Butter Cook Something with a guest. I don't know, anything else you want to say about it? Or should we just dig in?
I haven't eaten all day, let's eat.
Cool!